All right, here with head coach Brett Dillon, Trayvon Stanford, and Chris Bean at the Westside Bengals 37-34 loss to Lenoir-Rhyne first round of the playoffs. Coach, I just want to open it up with you. Any general comments, statements after that tough loss?
Yeah, it was tough. You know, we had a lot of chances, and we hurt ourselves in a lot of areas. And when you get in the playoffs, you play good teams and things like that. Make it hard to win a game, and you know that we definitely made enough things to ourselves, negative things to ourselves happen that kept us from winning. But felt like a game we could have won. But you know that is what it is at this point. And you know, I just super proud of these guys.
Yeah, it was a great season for you all. Best regular season since 1971. Had 14 players make all GSC, 9 on the first team. You called GSC Coach of the Year. When you look back at this season, what are you going to take away from it?
Just the buy-in that the guys had, starting with these two guys right here and our other two captains. And really all four of those guys, but it's a whole bunch more. But you know this season started the last half of last season when things weren't going good, and they could have all packed it in and said, no, we don't believe what you're preaching, and they didn't, you know, and they rallied it and made the end of last year, you know, 3 out of 4 win, you know, won 3 out of the last 4, and then came back in January and you know, they all made a decision to stick together and believe and trust one another, and you know, it allowed some pretty cool big things to happen for our team, and we'll reflect on that a little more tomorrow. But you know, we're gonna hurt today. But I just, you know, I wanted it because of what they've done, you know, and I mean these two guys and many others have been in this program a long time, and we don't run a program that's easy to be in. We run a program where we ask guys to be uncommon and do things against natural tendencies a lot. And you know, they bought into that, and I'm just proud of them.
Yeah. And for Solo and Chris, brotherhood was a big thing for this team for this year. We're losing a lot of guys going into next season, so what's the message to the young guys, you know, teaching that brotherhood, to continue that towards next season so we continue to build on this program what we built this year?
My message would be just stay together. We all come from different backgrounds, and we all come here, and we never know what we expect. And then you get here and you realize a lot of guys trying to balance where they come from, a lot of guys trying to beat where they come from, and it's just a fun, exciting sight to see everybody grow together. So my message for next year is just grow with each other like we did this year. Don't take no harm in telling people how you feel. Don't take no harm in getting better. Don't take no harm in criticism. You need all that to be a better person in yourself anyway. So when you around a group of guys and you got a whole bunch of criticism and things going on that you don't like, try to look from their perspective and see what it is, and just grow together. That's my message.
My message would be just continue to build this family, brick by brick. Love each other through the ups and downs. There's so much stuff that our teammates go through on a daily basis that they don't talk about, but they show up every day. Just like they got Solo, man. Like, he come to work every day, no matter what he going through. And I just appreciate these guys voting me in as a captain and holding that standard. And I just want them to just continue to grow as a family, because we not done yet, man. Them young guys, they paid attention. I feel like the guys that's been here for a minute, we set a great example for how you should do things, starting with our head ball coach just showing us how to do it, and we applied it. So we not done yet, man. Them young guys, they in good hands.
And both of you had outstanding careers here. When you look back over the course of your careers, what's the biggest thing you've learned, the biggest thing you would take away to the next stage of your life?
Biggest message I probably learned is don't be scared to become who I am. Going in this phase of life with the game of football, you tend to try to shy away from who you truly is just to hide who you are, to pretty much put on the front for people. But the more you just come around and be yourself and truly work and try to become better at what you do, it's nothing like it. Just be yourself and be you and just play. and everything can shake out.
Don't be scared to grow. Don't be scared to find out who you are, because you got to be vulnerable. We used to talk about that all the time. You got to be vulnerable. Put yourself out there. Don't hold back. And I feel like throughout the past 4.5, 5 years I've been up here, I've been vulnerable. I put myself in situations so I can see who I am as a man. And a lot of the things he taught us, it wasn't really football related. It was really about life. It's just we play so much football, you got to try to tie certain things in. So be vulnerable. And that helped me grow as a man. Helped me a lot.
Coach G, you have two magnificent players sitting right beside you. What is something that you want to tell them, being that they are the graduates of this team? What are some key memories that you're going to miss with these two players?
Well, the biggest thing, and just like I told them in the locker room, I'm proud of them, because the reward for us as coaches is not just the scoreboard. The scoreboard's a big deal to everybody, but the reward for us is seeing where guys come into the program and then how they leave it. And these two guys, from where they came, and like Chris said, they came to work every day knowing they were battling things outside of school and football, and but still came every day to be a leader and to buy into what we were doing, and just the growth process that happened to them personally is what I'm so super proud of. And our goal in this program's always been, when guys come through it and when they leave it, they're set up for success better than when they got here. And I know these two guys are, and the rest of those seniors are set up for success in life when they leave here, because of how they've bought in and determined they were going to learn and grow while they were in this program. Like Chris said, be vulnerable, and I'm as proud as I could be of them.
And for Solo and Chris, y'all are the graduates again, and for the rest of the seniors, what is something that is so important that you're going to take away from Coach G, and not just Coach G, but all of your assistant coaches and position coaches?
From Coach G, I got two people I want to mention here. For Coach G, probably faith and determination. I never seen somebody so strong-willed in my life that's determined to get people better. I never seen it before till I got here, and he know our talk, so that's that. Like faith, I take all the faith from him. And then Coach Cecil, he got a little quote he used to say. I ain't gonna say it, don't wait for a perfect time, but he got a quote, I forever keep it with me. But I live with that. He basically told me that when it's time to be a man, and that's what I had to do.
Just like I said earlier, like a family, like sticking together. This program is about brotherhood, and so many things that we fought through and we stood together. It was times that we could have part ways from each other. It was times when we could have bashed each other down, but we always stayed together. And I always just appreciate him and Coach Seward always being in my ear, always making sure I was all right. It was times when just family stuff was going on, and they were always in my pocket, make sure I was good if I needed anything. And they could have left me out to dry, but they really stood on what they believe, and it's a good thing that I ran across them. So brotherhood.
And my last question for all of you guys. For the people who doubted you throughout this season, for the people who said that you weren't going to be able to do this, what is something that you have proven to the naysayers after the year?
I'll go first.
You can.
I've been waiting for this question all season. For real. I hope this video touched the whole America. For everybody that doubted us, I just want to say keep doubting. We got a lot of brothers here that's still going to be here next year, and they're going to be doubted too. And we don't really care about the doubters. We care about our brotherhood. We care about the 11 on offense, the 11 on defense, the 11 on special team, the 11 in the locker room, the 11 in with us. We care about all them. We don't really care what everybody else say. We've been doubted since day one, and they still talk about us, and they're going to continue to talk about us. And we're going to continue being great. Thank you.
Appreciate y'all, man. It made us tighter because we know how much we put into this. We know how much time we put into it. And like he said, it really don't matter. It's about what we do when we put that ball down. We showed this year that we got ball players that's leaving and that's staying. So I appreciate y'all.
I think they summed it up pretty well. We're all about what's within the program and what we know and what we're confident of as people, and that doesn't let outside noise affect us. And we built this thing from within. We talked about that from day one. We built this thing from within, and we're proud of who we became.
Forever go Tigers.
Go Tigers.